Now, in thinking about David, I want to mention two more things that happened at the end of his life. First, a very tragic thing was, David was weak and he did not name Solomon as the king who would succeed him. But that's why Solomon was born. God made it clear to David. But for whatever reason, at the end of his life, David refused, he backed away from what he was responsible to do. That is, name his successor. And his son, Adonijah, said, I'm going to take advantage of my father, and I'm going to make myself as king. And that's exactly what he did. And there's an important phrase in verse 6. This is in 1 Kings 1, verse 6. The text says that David never crossed his son Adonijah at any time. Can you believe that? He never crossed his son. So at the end of his life, he doesn't name Solomon as the king, and Adonijah says, I'm going to be king. So, Bathsheba and Nathan the prophet, they come into him and they say, David, you realize what's happening? I want to say again, don't let me drown in shallow water. Don't let me not do what I'm supposed to do as I age towards the end of my aging days. Hopefully I'm not there yet. Hopefully God will give me a number of years to live, a couple decades maybe, who knows? But I need to step up to the plate. You need to step up to the plate to do the things that God calls us to do as we age. There's a lot of them. And David didn't do it, but then he was reminded. So we need to remind each other of what it means to finish well. Paul says, I've fought the faith. I've completed the course. I fought the fight. I've completed the course and I've kept the faith. May we each do that. And then I got to add the last thing. David, once he names Solomon, he helps Solomon build the temple. He actually gives him the plans for it. God told David, you can't build me the temple because you're a man of war. We saw that in the first temptation the last time we talked. But here David helps, enables Solomon to get on the task. Would we as dads, would we as parents, as we continue to age, would we help our kids to grasp onto the mission that God has for them and encourage them to do it every way we can? That's what David did with Solomon. I don't want to drown in shallow water. I want to finish well. Don't you? I want to fight the fight. I want to complete the course. And I want to keep the faith of what God calls me to do as a man, as a husband, as a dad, as a friend, as a leader, as a pastor. May God help us to do that through our aging years. God bless you.